Thank you for being here today. Today's video is on an actress. The first time I saw her, she was on Days of Our Lives, which I used to love back in the 80s. Of course, she wasn't on the 80s, but Jen Lilley. And how she explores the second greatest commandment. Hallmark actress Jen Lilley joined Movieguide's Kaylee Williams for an exclusive interview about Lilley's new devotional book, Wake Up Your Faith, 365 Daily Encounters with Jesus, a journey of spiritual renewal and divine purpose. The purpose of Lilley's book is to reignite your faith, claim the promises of God, experience the presence of the Spirit, and declare your heavenly authority. While talking with Williams, Lilley talked about an aspect of her devotional book that covered the Bible verse Mark 12:31, love your neighbor as yourself. Do we really love our neighbors? Do we know our neighbors who live right to the right and to the left of us? Like, do we actually know them? Do they know us? Do they know we're Christian? She told Williams. Lilley then began to describe her own conversation with the former atheist John Burke on her podcast, Into the Supernatural with Billy Howell. John Burke basically started studying near-death experiences, which is when people die medically and then are resuscitated, usually by medical means, like a defibrillator, a thing where they go clear and the heart jumps, she explained. People are resuscitated every single day all over the globe, and in about 5% of them, they've had a near-death experience, which means they encountered Jesus or they went to heaven or sometimes they went to hell, and what that experience was like. In people's life review, that's what they call it. Jesus basically goes over their life with them. Many people report that Jesus says to parents things like, do you know your kids' friends' names? You know your neighbors' names? Like, you didn't do a good job then, the actress continued. Now, that Jesus is harsh. Not that Jesus is harsh, he's really loving. That's not fair. Take that back. Jesus isn't saying it in a condemning way. He's saying it in a really loving way, she added. But like we missed the mark because we aim for the platform. And God's not going to give you a platform if you can't love the people in the audience first. The people who are closest to you, the ones God put near you. If you're not loving them, then how are you going to love that person that's farther away? So I find that super convicting. My wife's reading a book, I think it's called A Warning, and it's about people that near-death experiences, and Jesus shows them all the sins they've committed all their life. And some of them, it's so, actually some of it's not a near-death experience. Some of them is so physically hard to watch that they don't make it. And it takes its toll on the body. But these others they show, and of course a lot of them turn around. One of them was, she was telling me, as a priest, or that wasn't doing his priestly duty, just kind of skating along, and they showed him, and it was just a really interesting story. And I'll get a hold of that book and I'll show you the book so you can see what I'm talking about. But it's like loving your neighbor is like loving God's the main thing, but loving your neighbor is really big, and it's very hard to do. And I'm not talking about the people who live next door to you. I mean, that's easy. And to love people you already love, that's easy. It's people that it's like this country, man, is so divided. And I'm as guilty of this as anybody else, but so divided that we forgot how to love each other. I mean, Charlie Kirk gets killed and people are celebrating it in this country. That's not America. Or Joe Biden got cancer. Everybody, there's people that were celebrating. You don't celebrate that. We really need to pray hard for this country, man. And I'm not talking about the right praying for the left, and the left praying for the right. I'm talking about praying for the whole country because it's needed. It's needed really badly. And I'll be praying for you guys. You please pray for me. Have a great day. God bless you.